give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
How you doing, folks? Welcome back to another World of Tanks video with Scout. We're continuing the German theme today. This is a game in the VK 3601H, which is in many ways the big brother to the 3002M. This used to be my favorite tier 6 medium, but 3 or 4 patches ago they turned it into a heavy tank. I'm not really a fan of that. Don't like what they did with it. Really, they just slowed it down and added a bunch of hit points. Didn't make any real changes to the tank, except to call it a heavy. But when it's all said and done, it's still a pretty good tank, mostly because of the gun. You can see here that we've been tiered fairly well. It's a tier 6 max game, so you can't complain about that. But having said that, the other team got 2 KV-1Ss and a Hellcat, as well as their tier 6 artillery, whereas we got 1 KV-1S that's driven by a window licker and me. So I was a little concerned when this game started. You can see that we've only got a Stug and, of all things, our artillery, the M37, going north towards the ice road. So I stopped, came back here. My plan was to stand up on the high ground and defend the corner out there where the M37 and the Stug are now. You can see me trying to get the Stug to fall back, but they're having no part of it. They're going to go out there and sit on that corner. And I have no intentions of going out there with them. They can play foolishly if they want, but I'm not going to. I was really concerned that both those KV-1Ss would come rolling down the ice road, come around that corner and eat that Stug and that M37 for lunch, so that's why I stayed where I'm at. You can see on the mini-map, though, we've spotted 1 KV-1S. He's on the bridge, closing on our 3002M. So I'm just sitting here, waiting to back up this corner, and really I'm looking for their other KV-1S, wondering where he's at. You can see that their KV-1S is now all the way across the bridge, and he's in a fight, and he just killed the 3002M. He's got an M8A1 and a Hetzer following him up. So at this point I decided that the center of the map is really the biggest threat right now, and I'm already repositioning to get over there. We do have our TOG there, but there's no way that the TOG's going to stop that KV-1S without taking fire in his flanks from where the South 40 is. So I don't think the TOG is going to stop those 4 tanks, and I don't think the Churchill is going to do it either for the same reason. He's too slow and his flank is exposed. So that's why I started shifting now. And you see, sure enough, there goes our Hetzer. Now it's just the Churchill and the TOG here. And if you look on the left side of the screen, you see the TOG. He's actually caught facing the wrong way. The KV-1S and the Hetzer are shooting into his back, and he's taking fire from the South 40 over at Echo 3, Echo 4. So I'm going to come up here, turn this corner, and see if I can give him some support. First target we're looking at is the Churchill 7. Thankfully he's got his flank to us. I believe they've got him tracked here, and that means that the Churchill 7 is just easy pickings. This Koenig gun on the 3601H will chew straight through the side of that tank. And there's our first kill. We're going to come around this corner, looking to kill the KV-1S. Not really concerned about the Hetzer. He's not a big threat. That KV-1S, however, with the 122mm gun, can do significant damage to my tank. So I come up, I see that he's fired, trying to get one, there we go, lined up into his commander's hatch. Incredibly, we get a bounce on our first shot. Really unlucky. Second shot goes in, and there I eat the first round from the KV-1S. But as you all know, that big 122 gun has a long reload, and I'm able to finish the KV-1S before he can fire again. Now we turn our attention to the Hetzer. Unfortunately, the second shot doesn't kill him. A little bit of a low damage roll, end up 12 points shy, and take a second hit from the Hetzer because of that. I think we took 3 total hits from that Hetzer, but it's just not enough to kill the tank because we have so many hit points now that they've upgraded this thing to a heavy. And we're able to kill the Hetzer, and with his death there's no more threats in the middle of the map. However, we do have that M8A1 over on the flag capping, so I'm turning around now to go back and deal with him. Kind of surprised that the grill is still alive. For whatever reason, that M8A1 must not have seen the grill in the trees. And that's going to cost him dearly as we come around the corner and spot. You see now we've got eyes on the M8A1, and as we're lining up the shot, the grill blows him to Kingdom Come. That's the end of that little Tier 4 tank destroyer. Now if you look on the minimap, I can see the KV-1 Tier 5 Heavy coming up, and I suspect he's got another tank with him. Because I haven't seen that Hetzer that was out on the bridge. So he either went straight east and is over here with the KV-1, or he's trying to pull in behind our KV-1S, who's now coming back to the flag. So I'm going to sit here. I'm about to load APCR rounds, I believe, for this KV-1. Yeah, we get an unlucky bounce there as he angles. Still trading shots. Don't have a real good shot at him right now. When I go a little bit lower, I start to catch the ground, and these shots are bouncing off his front deck. So there we go. We load premium rounds. And of course, as soon as I do, he comes up over the hill. Gives us the lower glacis, but I've already loaded APCR, so it doesn't matter now. Fire shot at that Hetzer. Get unlucky and it goes high. But second shot hits, plant dead center of his lower glacis. And then with the third shot, we track him, and now he can no longer hit us. And that's it for the Hetzer, which brings us up to 5 kills. And just that quick, there's only one enemy tank remaining there, Hetzer, who was last spotted over at Charlie 4. I suspect he's probably gone back to the flag. And I'm thinking at this point he's probably oriented south. I don't think he's realized that the KV-1S came all the way back to the flag with me. So I'm going to go around the long way and go up Ice Road and try to catch him looking in the wrong direction. What I'm going to do now is speed the video up, because like I said earlier, the 3601H is not a fast tank. It's going to take a little while to get down there, so we're going to speed this up. And you'll notice at this point my buddy in the KV-1S here, he's apparently realized that there's only one Tier 4 tank destroyer left, so he's going to suddenly get brave and go flying out in front of me to see if he can steal the kill. There he goes. And we're going to come around the corner into the cap. And now it's just a matter of, can I get the top gun? I've got 5 kills already. Really would like to get the kill on this Hetzer, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get there in time because the KV-1S is a much faster tank. So we come up the rise, looking for the Hetzer, and there he is. The KV-1S spots him. You see him turn, but the buildings are in his way, those piles of crates there, and my gun's faster, and I'm able to get the shot off, get the kill, and secure the top gun. So there it is. Pretty quick game in the VK3601H. Managed to get 6 kills. All in all, not bad. Let's take a look at the results screen. So there you see the results screen from that battle. We were able to secure the top gun, getting 6 kills, and also get a sniper medal while we were at it. Pulled in 172,313 credits, 2,064 experience points. That was, of course, double because it was our first victory of the day. If we take a look at the team score, you'll see that I managed to put out 1,611 points of damage, more than double the next closest tank. Well, not quite, almost double the next closest tank, which was that TOG. Got 6 kills, base 1,032 experience. The KV-1S, the guy that went down the middle in the opposing team, he had a really good game, 2,235 points of damage and 2 kills, but as you can tell, unfortunately, the rest of his team just didn't do much at all to help him out. A lot of folks with less than 250 points of damage done, so unfortunately for him that he, to play, you hate to see anybody play that well and then get let down by their team, but Lord knows it's happened to me often enough. If we look at the detailed report, I fired 23 shots, got 21 hits. Of those 21 hits, only 18 penetrated. Had some real funky shots on the KV-1 there at a bad angle, which accounted for some of those misses. That gives us our total of 1,611 points of damage. Took 6 hits, 4 of which penetrated, managed to bounce 2. Not all of those 4 penetrations over for damage. I believe there was at least one that just hit the tracks and did no damage. So total potential damage received 1,940 points of damage. Damaged 6 enemy tanks, killed everybody that we shot, and got credit for 84 points of assistant damage. And even got 14 base defense points. Those were for the Hetzer that came around the corner that we killed. And as you can see, we would have lost money, I should say, actually, because we fired those premium rounds at the KV-1. But I got 150,000 credits for completing a mission. So after repair and rearm, we're able to bring home 138,409 credits. So there you have it, Top Gun game in the VK 3601H. I still think this is a great tank at tier 6. It's not as good as it was as a medium. With a heavy, it really lacks the armor to slug it out with, say, a KV-1S or a T-150. But if you can put it in a good position where you can make precision shots with that Konish gun like you saw me doing, shooting at the KV-1S's cupola, you have really great DPM and really high penetration. You use those to your advantage, and this can still be a great tank. So with that, folks, I'm going to wrap up this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching.